for today's cup of coffee.
They all got me wanting to fight today. Oh, they're about to catch these hands.
Right. Right.
You're fragile right now. Let's see who wins.
Let me tell you something. 2A all the way. Mm-hmm.
Let's see you get that loaded.
Absolutely. Oh, it is. It is. All I have to do is
shotgun is loaded?
Nope. The other one, all I have to do is rack it. Yeah. I keep that at ready because you never know, especially in this day and time. Anyhow, update on me mother, and she did see the orthopedic surgeon today, and they're not going to have to do a replacement.
Not a full-on one.
And well, what he said happened is somehow it's almost like the bone split, and the head of the bone got jammed down in there. And because I still have a cough, I couldn't go in. So oldest kid's BB had gone in. Appreciate her doing that greatly. And I think they'd explained it sort of like an ice cream cone. And if a kid smashed the top of the ice cream down into the cone, that's sort of what happened to her shoulder bone.
Okay.
Which is disturbing. So he's going to be able to sort of extract that part of the bone. That's why I kept thinking it looked like a dislocation, because that's what had happened.
Yeah.
Yes, he can reposition it, put a plate on it, screw the plate into the bone.
Party.
So that's a whole lot less than having to have a shoulder. I've done that for 2 days. I think it's the trauma. A shoulder replacement. I did that when I had called and made a professional call, and I think that's why they didn't call me back.
I wonder why.
So that's going to take place next week.
Yeah.
And they're going to do it on outpatient. Because that be how they do these days.
Party. They should keep her overnight at least, but that's...
They're not going to do that. Are you kidding?
Did I say they would? I said they should.
I'm joking.
I said they should.
Anybody who's here in America understands the healthcare system.
Yes.
They do. So that's the update on that. Now, as far as our cup of coffee for today, this is actually a viewer story. And we just absolutely love it when we have people that send us stories.
Yeah.
And they chose to remain anonymous. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
That's,
Exclusive.
Absolutely. So this is for somebody to...
Clarfy.
For somebody to trust us with their experience, that's an honor.
Yeah.
So, are you...
Don't say Clarfy. It's coffee.
I think both of us are just...
I'm tired.
Yeah. City traffic, I don't do it well.
I didn't even lay down. I didn't get to lay down that much.
Road rage, even from the 80s. I do a whole hell of a lot better than I used to. At least I cuss silently now. Well, not silently. I cuss inside the car.
Still freaks out,
but, I just try to avoid everybody.
It frustrates me.
I will get in the middle lane, find a semi, and I will just ride. Yeah, that's the best way to do it in the inner city.
She'll take a left even though we're yelling, right?
But y'all were wrong. That was the thing.
No, we weren't.
That or you were saying, after I've turned, it's too late to yell a direction.
You listened to Nana. She told you wrong. And Bibi and I both were back there being like, you take a right.
Did we live?
Yeah,
did we get back home? Did we go back up there and back?
But, how many times did you tell me not to listen to Nana when it comes to that?
No, actually, she knew what she was talking about today.
We did not. We took the wrong turn.
We lived.
We did.
That's the same thing. We didn't drop off the edge of the earth. We lived. So.
She went over the helipad one time and it was cool, but...
I did. I was driving through the hospital, which that is designed in one of the most asinine ways that you possibly could. I'm like, I have no idea where the hell I'm going. I did go up there and I'm like, oh, this is where the helicopter lands. I don't think I'm supposed to be here.
Yeah.
But we did find this nice empty parking lot that was off of the main campus. Yes.
Yes.
That was a happy spot.
Yes.
Back to the story.
And we weren't even there for like 10 minutes.
Right, and then we've been driving randomly.
Yeah.
Back to the story. This is a really cool experience. Mm-hmm. And this individual writes, I thought that I would write you about what happened when I did my first professional Reiki treatment as a practitioner. I studied Reiki and I was finally going to do my first professional treatment, and the client was in the last stage of colon cancer. He had been a nurse but did not get himself screened, which I thought was unusual because the disease ran in his family. Well, I think a lot of times people don't get, the test done because of what they may find out.
Yeah, that's pretty much right.
And she says, I did not charge any money for his appointments because I knew his family well. He saw me weekly and sometimes bi-weekly for Reiki. Now, if you're not familiar with Reiki, it is a form of energy healing. And like I said, if you're not familiar with it, look it up. It's a really cool technique.
Can I have a Reiki thing?
The people who are Reiki practitioners are usually incredibly empathetic and caring.
Can I have one?
Oh yeah, you can.
If I can come up with the money, can I get one?
And
we all need Reiki healing.
Oh yeah,
now.
Reiki is really cool. On the day of his first appointment, he came with his mother. She sat on the couch with some crossword puzzles, and he decided he'd like to lay on the couch for his treatment, so I made him comfortable there. I don't know the name of the musical composer, but the client had brought a very spooky and dissonant sounding recording of the Lord's Prayer.
Oof.
And since he was so far along with the cancer, I consented to using the music, although it was not peaceful and harmonious like usual Reiki or spa music that I would usually use. It made me
playing Gwen Stefani.
No
doubt in Gwen
that
Stefani.
is not how you relax on that stuff. And says that it made me rather uncomfortable, but his mother seemed comfortable, so I proceeded and started my work. I usually shut my eyes when doing Reiki, and much of the time I see things in the spirit realm, such as people or places and such. I went through the normal hand positions. There are certain symbols and stuff that you might do with your hands when you're doing Reiki.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. And as far as seeing, you have chakras in your hands, and so you can, as you put your hands over somebody that you get images, you can see visions and stuff.
I didn't know you had chakras in your hands.
Yep.
I just thought it went through like your head, your chest, your lower torso.
No, you've got chakras other places too. And so I went through the normal hand positions, and when I got to the abdomen area with my eyes closed, I saw many places on his body light up. I realized those lit places were where the cancer had spread. Prior to the arrival of the client and his mother, I had placed several CDs on the top of a bookshelf next to the fireplace mantel that I was going to use for the appointment. Now, the bookshelf is not very high. I continued the treatment even though I was disturbed by the dissonant music. The client seemed quite content and comfortable. Through intuition, it came to me that perhaps I should spiritually attempt to burn these spots of cancer out of his body. Now, again, that's with energy healing. That's visualization. Mm-hmm. And there's lots of different techniques, and you can do this for yourself if you've got some kind of illness or whatever. As far as dissolving, you can do that with emotions. There's a lot of things that you can do with spirit healing.
Yeah.
And I laid my hands on some of these spots and visualized the destruction of the cancer as I went along. Suddenly, at the height of the dissonant music that was playing, the CDs on the bookshelf started to fly across the room.
Whoa.
I looked at his mother, and when she looked up, our eyes locked. She was wide-eyed with shock, and I could tell that I was as well. All the CDs flew across the room, but I decided to continue the treatment and went about my business, still picturing the spots of light and attempting to remove them. There were no more strange happenings during the rest of the treatment. I finished the session, and my client seemed very relaxed and content. I served them both refreshments and attempted to ignore the strange event with the CDs and bring some peace into the situation. We all chatted and had a pleasant visit. Prior to refreshments, I had removed the strange music and put on something that I considered to be Reiki music to soothe his mother and myself. After they left, I cleared the area where the session was held and called my Reiki teacher, and that means as far as clearing the energies and stuff.
Yeah.
So that was what that was about. Because I was very disturbed at what had happened, I told her what had occurred, and she said that I mustn't try to heal, to just let the energy do its work, and that I should stay as a conduit. And within Reiki, it is a matter of the energy coming in through the top of your head, your crown chakra, going out through your hands and stuff like that. And that's what she's talking about the energy on that. And she told me that perhaps he was not meant to be healed, and that he should be made comfortable through his time of passing, as that would be the ultimate healing. I thought about that quite a bit. I prayed about it with Christian prayers and left what was to occur to Jesus and God. I still wonder if my instructor was correct. I also wonder about what made the CDs fly across the room. They didn't fall until they hit something solid across the room. It was as if someone threw them. My client came for many treatments until his passing, and we always visited afterwards. He was thankful he didn't have to drive far away for his treatments, and sometimes he brought his mother. He gifted me with the CD he played the day of his first treatment.
Oh, God.
I have never played it again.
Throw it away.
And somehow it seemed to be missing. I had intended to destroy it because I felt very uncomfortable with it. No one that lived in my house knew about the CD. It's been over 10 years now, and I still have not found it.
I can tell you it was cursed.
That needed to be, it just did not need to be found again.
Yeah.
She says, I had a friend come by after the client's passing who was studying to be a nurse and was also interested in Reiki. We had a conversation about the spots of light that I saw inside the client. She said what I saw would be similar to what would be seen on an X-ray, CT scan, or other imaging. And I loaned her some of my books about Reiki. So that would be a great combination to have, as far as the medical nurse, and then be able to do Reiki at the same time.
Yeah.
She says, I have not experienced anything flying off the shelves in my house other than the one time. I still believe that I should have attempted to heal him, but perhaps in a different manner. I feel like the situation was some evil presence. She's talking about the CDs flying. Mm-hmm. And she's thankful that it seemed to be gone after she cleared her home and prayed.
Yeah.
And so that is her story, and she said that she will have more.
I mean, that's pretty
so
cool.
Looking forward to that.
I mean, I'm sure that was pretty scary.
Oh, yeah.
That's a cool ass story.
Oh, sure it is. And that's one of those when you are doing spirit healing, any of that stuff, you never know what you're going to encounter.
I can't do Reiki in person, but can I get it over Zoom?
Quit bumming.
I'm not bumming. I'm willing to pay.
Oh, okay.
I even said that earlier. And when I can get the money, can I pay?
Oh, goodness.
Can I pay for a session, please? We both need clearing.
Reiki is a really cool thing. And, there are different levels of Reiki. And many years ago, I had studied, but I was just first degree Reiki. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think as far as the hand symbols and different things like that, I have seen them done, but other than making balls of light, that was what, I could do that. It was like some of those Japanese animation things.
I wonder what would light up for us. Your kidney stone. Your kidney stone would be like a lighthouse.
Probably. I don't...
Lighthouse on top of your kidneys.
I have the ability to do that, but I usually choose not to do that because it's very disturbing to me to see something that's on somebody. Especially if they didn't ask or whatever. Even if they do ask and you see something, it's like, oh God. I mean, how do you approach that? Sit there and go, you really need to see a doctor. Now, I have told people that.
Uh-huh.
So, but Reiki, it's a cool thing. When we have viewers that send us personal accounts, that's a way cool thing.
How much is it to book an appointment?
I can't do anything with him, people.
How much is it to book an appointment with you?
Coffee slurp on some of those.
I had someone message me on Instagram first, being like, hey, do you want to book a psychic reading? And I'm like,
Why would I do that when I can have that for free? They would tell you the same thing that I do, and then you're like, I paid this to hear what my mother has already said.
I don't know. Who knows what they would say?
I don't know. It depends on it. It's
Like,
You have anything else?
like, my question would literally be like, is everything going to be okay in my life and my family's life?
That is a matter of free will and choice. That's not, a psychic can't tell you that. That's a matter of you making whatever happen. No, you don't. Not always. Not always. And I
didn't want to know.
Seriously, as I progress through the Dune series, and I think I'm on Children of Dune right now, there is some amazing philosophy that is in those books. And that was one of the things about that it is better to not know the future and stuff like that. And I've thought about that a lot even before reading these. There are some things, I mean, we're shown what's to come as we need to know it. But to know what is coming and to know that it has to be that way, that can be a hell, unto itself.
Right.
So, we are designed to live in now, pretty much.
Okay.
That's to become kind of zen with it. So that you don't lose your mind. Because you can certainly lose your mind getting out there too far. Anything else that you wanted to add?
I ain't got nothing. I'm good. I can sleep.
You're really. Sorry, we're a little low energy. And we've got rain.
Soak in the tub and sleep.
Yeah, that's called drowning. Don't do that.
You sleep after the soak.
Well, yeah, it's not during the soak. That's bad.
No. That's when you put like one of those pillows, those bath pillows on you that float. You just lay on it.
I think
and you don't have the water up too high, and you just sit there and you're like.
After this, yes. I'm going to do another cup of coffee, but this time with the rum. I have earned some rum. I truly have.
I don't know. I may drink a beer. I haven't drunk a beer in 3 weeks.
It's not like we're big into drinking. We're really not.
No, especially me. I'm not that much. I'm not.
No, we just don't. But it's just a matter of.
I drink a beer like once
a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
So people
it's not even a real beer.
It's like people are probably like, oh my God, they're like that and they're not drunk. No.
They're not under any substance.
Other than my decongestant has run out. So.
I found out I can buy shrooms offline.
I did not. Oh dear God.
Will I?
Tried.
No.
I tried.
Will I? No. I just found it amusing.
There's a scripture that says, pray without ceasing. People don't understand that until you have children. And then it is, you never, ever stop praying, ever. So, anyhow.
The hell you say?
If you've got paranormal, supernatural experiences, encounters, UFOs, aliens, cryptids, local, regional, or family myths or legends. And this is what I'm saying. It thrills us when somebody shares a personal experience. It truly does.
Oh, it's amazing.
Send those things to a cup of coffee with scream at gmail.com. And the email address will be in the description box.
Yes.
Because sometimes I do ask that. Know that you're loved.
Yes. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Thank you all. Have a good.
Get you some rum.
Anchor those CDs down. Get a bungee cord.
Don't let when somebody comes in there and they got some kind of weird music, sit there and got nothing.
Be like, sorry, we ain't gonna play that.
Do that for a different time.
Yeah.
That's like making me a little bit nervous.
What was that one CD that had the? Oh,
I love that one. It's called Pure Moods.
Yeah.
That is a really cool CD.
Put that CD on. That's a good CD.
Yeah, that's a good CD. We'll see you on the next cup.
Wonderful.
Bye.
Wonderful for sleep.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Good sleep. Good food.